What chance do you give the Pacers to win tonight?
Pretty good.
Give me on a scale.
On a scale, I would say
50% chance, 40, 30, 20. What do you got?
I'd give him a 50% shot.
You gave them a
I'm
coin
gonna-
flip chance to beat the Heat tonight?
I do. I
No
think
way. No
4
way.
games played against each other. They're 2-2.
It's at best a 25% chance. If that was last night, or no, I'm sorry, not last night. Wednesday night was probably their best opportunity to win a game.
I won't
They
argue.
had the lead at halftime. They held Miami to 37 points at the half. Gave up the lead. Still was able to force overtime. Had the lead in overtime, 99-96. With less than a minute to go. Or about a minute to go. That was their best opportunity. There's a 25% chance, and I think I'm being generous by saying 25.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
I truly have him as a coin flip scenario. I do. I really think, like I said, they've played 4 games against each other, 2-2. Right there, there's 50% right there. I look at how they match up with Miami. They're stronger. They're more physical. They actually have some talent. Miami, no matter through this series, they will not have an answer for Roy Hibbert. It doesn't matter. They have nobody that's going to guard him. Chris Anderson's not going to go 7 for 7 again. You know what I mean?
But Ray Allen also isn't going to go 1 for 5 again either.
Yeah, it's true.
And he's not going to go 1 for 4 from 3 either. I'm just saying, Miami didn't play their best game yesterday. Or, I'm sorry, Wednesday. And they were still able to pull off a win, and it's because LeBron is able to do what LeBron does. He is the best player in the NBA for a reason. I mean,
Well,
30,
there's
10, and
another
10.
one I got for you. LeBron's not going to give you another triple-double. I'm going to tell you right now.
No,
he's
but
not
I'm
gonna
going to
give
tell you,
another
he's going to come
triple-double.
close. I bet you he has probably 25 plus with 8 boards and 7 assists.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent window to give him.
And Bosch showed me something the other night. He did. How about that three-point play at the end of the game when it mattered most? And he goes up, gets an offensive rebound over Hibbert, puts it back in for an and one. That's that 99-96 lead I told you about, evaporated with Chris Bosch in the middle right there. If he steps up and starts playing, this team isn't losing to Indiana. Not at home, not tonight. They may lose once in Indiana. I just don't see the Heat losing tonight. I don't.
I'm not saying I see them losing. I'm just saying I think it's a coin flip scenario. I think they have just as good a chance to win as they do to lose. And I really don't look at to me, it's very similar to how we looked at the Chicago-Miami series. But we expected Chicago to lose because of the lack of talent and scoring.
By the way, the biggest knock on the Pacers is their scoring.
And I understand that. But they have the talent to score. It's just a question of if they can score. Paul George is a all-star. Roy Hibbert is a all-star. David West is a past all-star. Until Miami has an answer for West and Hibbert down low, I can't count Indiana out of this. It's not like looking at the San Antonio Memphis series where we sat there and we looked at Memphis against OKC, and OKC had no answer for Randolph and Gasol. San Antonio has an answer. It's slowing Memphis down in their production. Indiana, New York, and Miami have no answer for Hibbert or West. I do think Miami wins this series. I do think Miami takes it in probably 6. Maybe Indiana's lucky enough to force the 7th, but I don't think so. I
don't think
6.
it goes more than 5. And if it goes more than 5, it definitely doesn't go 6.
And you know what? Miami's that good that I can't sit here and try to look at you and say you're insane or you're crazy or how could you think that? They are that good.
Defending champs.
But I think Indiana.
So now moving over, though. So you're giving them a coin flip.
I give them a coin flip chance.
I'm
but
taking Miami.
I wouldn't be shocked at all if Miami took the series in 5.
We got another game. On Saturday. That was just random. On Saturday,
we got a game.
9 o'clock. Spurs Grizzlies. Spurs up 2-0. What do you think? Can the Grizzlies get one? The Grizzlies are a really good home team. You think they win both at home? You think they win one at home? You think they win on Saturday at home? Think they finally have an answer for the San Antonio team? Or you think Popovich makes some more adjustments? Because that's what I heard, is that it was the end of Game 2 where Lionel Hollins came up with finally a lineup that he could put out there that could compete with the Spurs. And that was when he started playing Pondexter, and he also started playing, 1 second. Here, I'm going to tell you the other guy. Bayless. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it was Bayless. So he's playing Bayless, and he's playing Pondexter more. Going with a little bit of a different lineup, but he thinks he's figured it out.
And yeah, Parker get the MRI on his leg. He says he's fine, but they just did it for precautionary
reasons. Now, I ask
reasons.
you this because we've sat here and talked before, and we both think that Popovich is probably the best coach in the league.
Yes.
And being that Lionel Hollins already came out and said he found an adjustment that's going to work, don't you think Popovich is sitting somewhere going, well, you found that adjustment, but now I'm going to adjust to your adjustment?
Well, like we said the other day, Popovich has adjustments for the adjustments for the adjustments that are going to be made after like Game 5.
So with all that said, though, does Memphis win this game on Saturday?
I do. I actually do think Memphis wins Game 5 or Game 2. Messing up my words. Sorry, guys. Ready for the weekend. Game 3. I do. I really think they pull out a win in Game 3. They went down 0-2 to the Clippers. I don't think they're scared. I don't think they're nervous. I don't think they're intimidated. I think the energy of the home crowd helps.
You also got to remember the Spurs had a 2-0 series lead last year against OKC, ended up losing the series. Don't you think that's going to light a fire under them to say, listen, we were up 2-0 last year, and we let it go. Let's make sure it doesn't get away from us this year.
Oh, I'm sure that's something they're thinking, but Memphis is also thinking, on the other side is sitting there thinking, saying, well, we were down 0-2 against Clippers and we won 4 in a row, so let's go out there and just play our game. So, I mean, no matter what side you're on, each team has their reasons to go into this game confidently or with a chip on their shoulder, or they each have their extra motivation outside of just Game 3. You know what I'm saying? Each one has what they're trying to play for. San Antonio wants to prove what happened last year isn't going to happen again. Memphis wants to prove that they can do what they did to the Clippers to San Antonio. I just like Memphis because I think being at home, you're going to get a much better performance out of Randolph. Some of those role players that have been shooting lights out for San Antonio in San Antonio will probably not shoot as well. And I really I think Memphis takes Game 3. I do.